Hello, and welcome to our teacher walkthrough on birdverse.school. This video will equip you with the fundamentals for teaching on the Birdverse platform. If you aren't already subscribed, please consider subscribing to stay up to date on things happening in the Birdverse. If you are interested in teaching and haven't yet applied, please follow the link in the description to start teaching on Birdverse today. In this video, we will cover setting your rate, profile picture and bio, managing your availability, creating courses and editing them, adding your courses to groups, creating and managing discount codes, and showing up on the teacher marketplace. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to go into the teacher portal, and you'll notice that before we can do anything, we need to set our rate. Hours are considered to be academic hours and will equal 45 minutes for all intensive purposes. You can also see your max rate based on your badge, more about badges later, and your minimum rate can't be any less than $5 per academic hour. So let's go ahead and enter something here, and let's hit the combination tester to check things out. Here we can test all of our configurations. Notice we have class size, sessions per week, session length, course duration. We can see how much we'll earn, how much students pay, and more about all that later. And here you can always check the earning chart to see all possible combinations of how much you would earn given each possible configuration. Okay, let's lock in $20 an hour here. Then you'll notice we have a little note that we need a bio and a profile picture to show up on the marketplace. So let's go to settings. We can adjust our rate here, but let's head into profile. And here we can add our bio and profile picture. So let's write something meaningful about ourselves that'll encourage students to choose us for their online class. Looks good. And we can go ahead and add a profile picture here. Try not to add a transparent background unless you want it to be black for now. All right. Now back to the rate. We have the combination tester here. You'll notice we have different percentages for different parameters like class size, sessions per week, etc. So the larger the class size, the more of a deal the students get, and the more money teachers make. For sessions per week, session lengths, and course durations, the larger, the more of a deal students get. And then you can always see everything from a global view in the chart here if you want to check that out and see all possible combinations at the same time. All right. Now let's hop over to the availability scheduler. You can select your availability by selecting a date range and then entering a start time and end time that you would like to be available given the selected days in the range. Let's go ahead and commit that, and we'll add another one just for fun. Boom, boom. And we can hop over to the weekly scheduler here, and this is where you can set individual 15-minute slots of availability. We like to keep things 15 minutes to better match with the 45-minute academic hour situation. So set that, and we got our subjects here. We can expand them to see our courses. No courses, let's go ahead and create one. And how about we create a trial course for students to try out our class? We can set the language of instruction. You can choose many if you speak different languages and want to offer your course and more. Set our duration for 1 week long, and we'll go ahead and do it one time for that week. Let's make the session length just 1 hour for the trial, and let's do it for one student max only. Now, before we get into priority, let's go ahead and talk about all these options. You see, you can create 10, 100, or even thousands of courses on Birdverse. You can even create courses with the same configurations but have different names, descriptions, units, and lessons in case you want to offer something different, but still with the same configuration. Different units, different lessons, etc. Some students prefer to see exactly what they're going to learn before they go ahead and commit to a course, while others prefer that open-ended flexibility. So you can go ahead and make all these different combinations of courses and figure out what works best for you. And we can set our priority, and the priority is basically the lower the number, the higher it shows up on the list. So we'll go ahead and select this priority to show up first on the list and create the course. It takes us to the units page where we can optionally add units and lessons to better give students an understanding of the structure of the course, of what they'll be learning, and to help keep you organized if you prefer to use them. Just one unit, one lesson, since it's a try one. Looks good. All right, and then we have our unit and our lesson in a course here. And let's go back to the main portal page, expand our subject, hop into my courses, and boom, there is your course. And you can do everything from right here. You can expand it, you can hop into the editor, make sure it looks good. Yeah, everything seems to look great here. Notice our commission rates at the bottom. We'll talk more about BYOS in a bit. And then we can toggle the status to be on market or off market. The fire emoji means that you have set it to currently on market, and the sleep emoji means that it is currently off market. Check out our units, check out our lessons. We can do the same for those as well. Click the pencil icon to edit them. Now, let's go ahead and create another course. Say we want to offer a try 2, so the student can try 2 before committing to a longer course. Notice this option here is locked. We will also get to that at the end of the video. Go ahead and select 1 week. Let's do 2 in 1 week for 1 hour long will be the trial. And we'll go ahead and set the max student to 1 as well and set this as second on the list. Create course. And let's go ahead and add some units for this course. Actually, just 1 unit and 2 lessons since it's try 2. Lesson 2 and second lesson looks good. Great. And now we have both of our lessons. We can see them here. But we can also group these lessons into a group. You can group your courses by theme at your heart's desire. So let's go ahead and add a group. We'll call it Try It Out. Add our courses to this group. Go ahead and create the group. And you'll notice that our courses have been successfully grouped. Now, we can also make discount codes to offer our students and earn more because us teachers are bringing in our own students. So let's create a code. We'll give it 10% discount, no expiry date, and we can toggle the status on and we can toggle the status off. We want it to be active. Let's go ahead and leave it on. And yeah. And we can always request a subject if we want to teach an additional subject. Just go ahead and fill out the form and we will get back to you with that. Okay, now from the student view, you might be wondering how you show up on the marketplace. So they select their native language, they pick a category, they choose a subject, and then they can filter in that current subject to find exactly what they need. This is how you show up. Your courses expand. They can check out your courses per their filters. And let's hop into the try one. We'll apply our code here and notice our 10% discount is now applied. Head over to the scheduler. Now, the students choose the class schedule based on the availability you set. Since this is try one, they only need to select one. Then they fill out some basic information like their skill level. It might be helpful for you to know. And then some other basic information about themselves. And then they go ahead and submit their form. When the student submits the form in the teacher portal, it'll show you that you have a pending course request. You have 72 hours to approve this request. Once you approve this request, the student will have 72 hours to sign the agreement and make the payment, and then it will become available in your upcoming courses and you can prepare for that. Now let's hop into the teacher handbook here for a second. You can always refer to this whenever you have a question or if there's something up and you need to figure something out, maybe this has the answer for you. Now here there's a little bit about badges. Now badges, well, we offer 2 rates to teachers. One is higher if they bring their own students per their referral codes, and the other is the standard rate for students who choose them without one of their referral codes. You earn badges by doing a great job actively teaching on the platform, and with badges, you can unlock more course configurations as well. We also have some pro tips for you to check out, best practices, stuff like that. When you get a class links will be populated in the teacher portal for you to go ahead and join, and same with the student portal. All right, and there we have it. That is all the basics and fundamentals that you need to know as a teacher for teaching successfully on Birdverse. Again, consider subscribing, application link in the description, and bird out.